good morning. Welcome to BullShirt'n with Jeff and Caleb. Don't forget to join us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 10 a.m. We'll talk about industry standard stuff. We'll talk about products. We'll talk about current. Funny thing is, I never used to look forward to Fridays. I worked for myself for 15 years. Never understood why everybody wanted the weekend to get here. Now I work for Caleb for like 4 weeks, and I'm like, I can't wait for Friday to get here. I'm living for the weekend again. It's crazy. So,
well.
but hopefully we'll have some informative things for you today, and we'll go. So, are you ready to do your question?
You got it.
Yeah, I mean, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm as ready as I'm gonna be.
All right. Hey, we talk about people making differences in our life and stuff. Question here: has a teacher ever changed your life, and if so, how so?
Can the teacher also be a coach?
Yes.
I hope he's watching right now. But Keith Downing, he made lots of differences in my life. Both in football, never had him as a teacher. And then after he was done coaching, when he worked with us, we made lots of differences there. Probably the biggest difference that Keith made in my life is to not trust him when you're playing football with him on the beach. Because he's a dirty cheater and throws sand in people's faces. And that's probably the biggest thing I took away, is you just can't trust me. And he was from Miami Trace.
He was from Miami Trace.
And that played a part in it.
Yeah, he never stopped really bleeding that black and white.
No.
Now they got gold. What's up with that?
Someone else, there's a guy, you had him as a teacher and I had him as a teacher. He did not care for you, but he did like me. And Kurt Hunter, he made a big difference for me. Probably you too, just in different ways.
He did. He actually cemented Coach Truex's and my relationship, because Mr. Hunter mandated that Mr. Truex made sure that I had done my homework every morning, so I had to get to school early and go into Coach Truex's office. And but I think teachers have an opportunity to make a big difference in your life, and the ones that take the time to get to know you personally and aren't always just worried about, if you're getting your grades done, whatever.
No, I had a lot of teachers that ended up making a difference, and Keith's biggest difference wasn't throwing sand in the face, but that was a big lesson I learned. So.
But yeah, I had a couple. I mean, obviously, Coach Dave Truex has continued to impact me in some ways. I probably would have never started coaching had it not been for Coach Truex. I remember I'd already flunked out of Marshall. There's a lot of flunk outs, but flunked out of Marshall. Then I went to work, and I went to the gym one day. I was talking to him, and I said, I think I want to go back to Marshall, and so I can be a coach. He basically said, that's stupid. He said, go to OUC, and then you can start coaching for me. And I was, 22, 23 years old when I started, and I'm still doing it now, and talk to him pretty regularly. People like Coach Rick Sims, Coach Chris Boyd, Coach Larry Cook, those people were great. There's a lot of people. Teachers are good-hearted people for the most part. There are some that I didn't care for, but that's
Yeah.
But they made differences in my life. They showed, I think more than anything, they showed me how hard you have to work, how you have to be able to be diverse in your thinking when you're dealing with all kinds of different people. So. Those guys definitely made a big difference in my life. Mr. Sargent, as a principal, was an amazing human being. Things like that.
Nice of our champion to join us.
All right, so where are we going from here?
So we'll do this day in history. Okay. This day in 1971, two Apollo astronauts walked on the moon, which I think this is the third time that someone had allegedly walked on the moon.
I don't know, but that can't be.
I'm pretty sure I looked up the facts here. Now I don't know. Now didn't you say you watched this?
Yeah,
you watched this
with my mom.
Now, do you know what studio they were in Hollywood when they walked on this moon?
The first walk was July 20th, 1969, when Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin put their bulky moon suits and prepared to take the first step on the moon. But I remember watching this one because we lived in Marion, Ohio, and watched it with my mom, and we also watched every night. We watched the draft for daggone Vietnam War to make sure that my uncle didn't get to go. So those are early childhood memories from them. But that's a big deal. And they walked on the moon. There's no conspiracy theory.
Oh no, there is.
Flat earther.
Now, so that brings up a good point. That's who started that conspiracy. Is the Flat Earth Society. So that should tell you everything you need to know.
Right.
So
yeah, they walked on the moon. Yeah. I believe it.
Whether the moon was in space or in a studio somewhere in Hollywood, still walked on it.
So, but that did happen on this day, 1971, 50 years ago.
Do you want to know why people think it was a conspiracy? That no one ever walked on the moon?
Yeah.
Okay. So one of the things is that there's no stars. Okay, and in the video you can't see any stars. Right?
Could have been cloudy.
No, it was during the day on the moon. It was during the day. There wasn't, you couldn't see all that stuff. There's lots of stuff that goes into it, because the shadows weren't right. The flag was flying. How can the flag wave on the moon? You can't see Neil Armstrong holding the camera. There's lots of stuff into it, but the only thing that I care about the moon landing is that the Flat Earth Society is the one that started it, and that right there in and of itself is mind blowing. So if you're a Flat Earth believer, I'm sorry, but that's crazy.
Now crazy. I'll be honest with you, I still don't get the whole point of even why we went there, but that's
beat the Russians, right?
Yeah, we beat them up there, but I don't know. Nobody's grown the corn crop up there yet. So.
That's coming. That and Mars. Ask our buddy Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Well,
we don't even know who that is at my house, do we?
Well, then you are missing out. You are missing out. We can move on from the conspiracies, I guess.
Yeah, because it was just a day in history.
To our commercial.
Miletree is a full-service screen printing and embroidery shop that has been serving Southern Ohio since 1987. When you are in need of apparel for your business, school, or event, your first call should be to our team of branding experts who are here to bring your visions to reality. Our goal is to help you grow your brand while making you look great. For more information, visit our website www.mtscreenprint.com and get your free quote today.
All
right, so, hey.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Tech.
Hold on, I'm working on a little issue with Grimco over our damaged
Don't even
decal
say
material.
It. I'll let you do the hats because I
love hats. I love hats. Hey, we're going to talk a little bit, just real quick. People say, "What can you give me a hat for?" How much does a hat cost? Well, there's thousands of different hats. There's fitted hats, and there's unstructured hats, and there's structured hats, and there's adjustable hats and sun hats. There's all kinds of hats. But today we're going to talk about the difference between a structured hat and an unstructured.
No, before you keep going, there is one thing when it comes to hats that there's one kind of hat that we won't do, and it's a cheap hat.
Right.
Because cheap hats are crap. If you get a cheap hat, you get a cheap look. And no matter what you do, it's not going to look good.
Yeah, cheap hats are the kiss of death. I mean, you can give them out, but people aren't going to wear them, typically. So, but a structured hat means that the front is going to, it's got a backing in it. Okay, it gives it some stability, and as you can see, it doesn't fold down when you wear it. This hat's about 6 months old. It doesn't fold down when you wear it. Whereas an unstructured hat, it has nothing in it other than the hat itself. There's no additional backing. There's no support, and it fits a little differently. I personally don't like them. For me, they call them dad hats. Not really quite sure. I guess maybe people that play golf and stuff a lot wear them, or like, a lot of people like this look, but it doesn't look good on me. So there again, as the other thing to keep in mind, every hat does not fit each person the same way. Like I have one son who, he has to wear the more relaxed fit hat, whereas myself and the rest of us, we wear all the rest of my sons, we wear a fitted hat or a structured hat.
They just look weird on me, okay? They just look weird.
Caleb has a little pinhead or something, I don't know, but nonetheless. But if you want to have a great design on your hat, you have to have a little bit of a quality hat, because a flimsy hat won't hold up to the process of embroidering it. Screen printed hats, it's not our thing. You can get them, but it's not something that we do here. It's not a look that we like, and again, we try to put products out the door that we're proud of. I think this particular hat is Pacific 104C. It's a mesh back, snapback trucker hat. That's what they call them, trucker hat. I haven't seen it. You'll see them at the beach a lot, things like that. We sell them on our Etsy store, roundtowntees.com, and them all kinds of things on them. They're great. So,
question.
Yes.
You keep talking about dad hats. Is there anything to include moms in those hats too, or their mom hats?
For whatever reason, dad hats are extremely popular with women because of the fit.
Do you know why they call them dad hats?
I have no idea why they call them dad hats. I've already said I don't know why they call them dad hats. I guess in the weekend dads who don't wear hats during the week or something, like maybe they work in a big fancy place and wear suits and ties, and they want to feel back to earth on Saturday morning, and they put a hat on like that. It's a dad hat. I don't know, but nonetheless, buy a quality hat. Get a quality embroidery job done on it, because it's almost impossible to do a quality embroidery job on a cheap hat.
Yeah, and if you come in and ask for the cheapest thing, we're probably just going to send you somewhere else.
Yeah, we can't. I mean, it's not a good look. You wouldn't know. You're not going to be happy with it, and that's not the goal. So, hats aren't that expensive, quite honestly.
No.
So, but there you go. If you got any questions on hats, ask me, because, like I said, I love hats. I wear them every day, especially this one, this living free being me.
So, probably the most important part of the show, we need to do an update on our BullShirt'n championship belt back here. It actually looks really, really dusty. I don't know if you guys can see that from here, but it's like after it was won the first time, it just got stuck up on a shelf by our current champion and just forgot about, to be honest with you. And it's...
What do you want him to do? Work at Walmart?
Yeah.
Some of us don't need that kind of validation in life.
I really feel like there should just have been more done with the belt than it just sitting there collecting dust. It's supposed to be out there for everyone. And
I guess really where we're at with that is, if he wants something done with it, he needs to find a way to get a W, right?
Well, and
you're
now,
like 3 weeks away from that opportunity as it is.
Well, and here's listen. It would be mine now if there wasn't a big conspiracy against me here, where I got cheated.
He was standing on the flat part of the earth.
I was at one of the tunnels that leads to Hollow Earth. But anyway, that doesn't matter. The point is I got cheated out of the belt. Then we had someone win the belt, and then it just sits here. Like it's nothing. So
He's just embarrassed that he bought the belt. He paid for the belt. He picked the challenge, and he got beat.
Pick the challenges.
Yep.
He
I
got-
haven't won one yet.
okay, that's
Got
neither
beat twice.
it's neither here nor there. The second time was a fluke. Doesn't matter. Brian and I practiced the comp. So today we have a championship match between our current champion, we'll say, and you. So Brian and I set up the game yesterday before we left, and when we close down today, you guys are going to play it. I kicked ass in that game. I made like 5 in a row. So the deal is if you guys suck at it, I'm just going to take the belt.
All I heard was if he made 5 in a row, we'd probably make 10 in a row.
Yeah, it should be pretty easy. So, but we're not doing that on the show, though.
No. We're not doing that on the show. We're just kind of updating what's going on. So by Monday, there will either be a new champion or we'll start the next round with the current champion. So I don't even like using that word for him, to be honest with you.
He won't be the current champion after today. You're looking at him right here.
He's kind of just the belt holder.
I got
That's
the
what he
W
is
coming.
right now.
W's coming today.
He's kind of the belt holder. So, real quick before we end the show, this sweatshirt behind you is a misprint Mothman sweatshirt. It's a crew neck sweatshirt. It's extra large. If you want it discounted, it's $20. Send us a message or get a hold of us. But it's discounted right now. Little bit of a misprint, nothing crazy. But we ended up not using it for the order that it was for. So if anyone wants that, $20.
Hurry.
Yeah, out the door. The misprint stuff that we post doesn't normally last very long. It's gone within like half hour to an hour whenever we post it or talk about it. So, and then the shirt that I have on right now is the second St. Patrick's Day design that Brian drew that's up on our website and our Etsy store.
Hey, Cecily Nida, I hope you see this shirt here. It's different than the one you got.
I think there's a post about it coming up. We've got it. It's awesome. And then we've got some more that we're working on too. So,
I have an old Montreal sweatshirt on, but it's a jersey. It's kind of a lightweight sweatshirt. You kind of, see a lot of these in your spirit wear packs and fundraisers and things like that. They wear really well. They don't shrink up. I need one with a new design on it, but we'll get there. And of course, I've got a Pacific brand, West Cooper, Pacific M08 mesh back trucker hat with Living Free Being Me.
that's weird. I can hardly see the front of that. And I don't know why.
Camo.
Oh, yeah, it makes sense.
Camo.
Makes sense. So, with that, we will be back on Monday. Monday at 10. Social medias will be up on the screen when we go off for you guys to follow. Go buy one of these shirts. They're going to be on, there's ring spun 100% cotton shirts. They're nice and soft. They'll last. They'll look great. So don't wait. Get started on St. Patrick's Day. Don't even worry about Valentine's Day. It always just ends in disappointment for everyone. So.
And don't forget too, it's going to get really, really cold this weekend.
It is.
Find stuff to do at the house. I'm sure everybody can find a local high school basketball game to watch streaming, and there's other things to do.
There's lots of other things.
I personally am going to watch Zane Trace and Adina boys basketball tonight, live from Zane Trace.
That
on
sounds
some kind of a streaming service.
That'd actually be pretty fun to watch, but I'll probably just keep watching The Mandalorian. So.
He likes stuff that ain't real.
That's definitely real.
I
Watch
mean,
out. You're outnumbered here.
I don't even know what it is. You know what? Here's the beauty of it. I don't care.
You know what? Your lack of faith is disturbing.
I have great faith.
That's not what Darth Vader thinks.
Oh, it's one of those movies?
It is. Well, it's a TV series. It's all right.
Yeah, let's just
You
leave
just
it
watch
there.
your little dribbling basketball stuff.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
really want to see how all the football players compete on the basketball floor tonight.
All right. Well, with that, have a good weekend.
Have a great weekend. We will see you
Monday
on
morning.
Monday.